Good morning and welcome to Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vic and welcome to our daily sports update show, 7 o'clock Central European time, and we're back. Tired a little bit this morning. Nah, all is good. Good morning, Vern Nizzle. Hope you got to work safely. So, yeah, lot to talk about this morning. Listen here, at the back you can see Ryder Cup. Bethpage Black, that is where the Ryder Cup is going to start this weekend, or starts actually on Friday or Thursday, I'm not quite sure, but we'll update you on that. So that's quite exciting. I think it's the best format of golf that there is, the most exciting golf that comes along. Yeah, so that is, that's just to let you know what's going on. But let's have a quick look at all the stuff that we're going to talk about quickly this morning. NFL, Major League Baseball, WNBA, Rugby, Sumo, football, whatever it is. There's going to be so much going on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button because we're on our way to 92,000. So let's look, we're on our way to 100,000. Oh, we are going to have a party at 100,000, my friends. But don't want to waste your time this morning. And I do want to go have a lie down for about half an hour before I have to do some other stuff again. Here we go. So let's have a look. Not a lot of baseball yesterday. It's going into the final stretch. But the Nationals did lose to the Braves. The Brewers beat the Padres, and the Cardinals beat the Giants. What does that mean? I'm kind of going to give you a different look out today than the normal table. Here we go. So this is the National League. All divisional winners get into the playoffs. So as you can see in the National League, the Phillies are in, the Dodgers are in, and the Brewers are in. Not quite sure if the Dodgers are going to win the division, but you're going to have the three top teams from each division, so from the East, the Central, and the West. And then three further teams will make it through the wild card. So at the moment, it's looking very tight. Everything with an E at the back is eliminated. So if you have an E in front of your name, excuse me, if you have an E in front of the name, well, that's not good because you're eliminated from the playoffs. So that's your picture of the National League. This is your picture of the American League. So Toronto's definitely in there, and otherwise nobody else. And all the other teams with the E in front of the name are obviously out, but it's tough there. New York, Boston, they can't win their division, so they've got to go through the wild card. Detroit could still win the division there, Seattle, and then it gets tight, man. It gets very, very tight to see who's going to make the playoffs. But we will see. We will see. NFL. Let's get into the NFL. First of all, Joey Bosa plays for the San Francisco 49ers. Tore his ACL. I know all about that. I've done that twice. He's out for the season. More bad news after Kerry Kittle's going down, after Brock Purdy being out. 49ers are dropping like flies. Talking about flies, shout out to my cousin Alan. He'll know the joke, don't worry. There you go. Then Major League. The NFL. There was only one game last night, the last game of the round, and what a game it was. Live on this channel. The Lions beat the Ravens 38-30. Fantastic running by the Lions there. David Montgomery. Gibson, the Gibbs, they did so well. Jared Goff played well. And so a good start to the Lions. They are 2-1 now, and the Ravens are 1-2. Those are all the results of week 3. So week 4 starts on Thursday night, live on this channel. It's going to be the Seahawks against the Cardinals. Can enjoy doing that one and having you guys join. WNBA, look, there is nothing going on in the WNBA. The semi-finals and the next games are tomorrow. So this evening, so we'll let you know what's going on tomorrow. The Lynx and the Fever are 1-0 up in those semi-finals. Then we go on to the Sumo. Yes, and don't forget to go check out Vern's video of the Sumo that came out last night. He updated you on everything that happened in day 9 and a look out for the rest of the tournament. I'm just going to give you some of the results quickly. Abe, I don't know, Mega Shira 1 kind of seems not to be your strength of division, so you're going to be going down after being 0-9. Onishi gone to 7-2 after beating Abe. Takayasu lost to Hakuyo. So Takayasu 2-7, Yakua 6-3. Watatata Kage lost to Kirishima, so they're both at 5-4. Kota Sakura beat Atama Fuji. So he's at 6-3. So it's looking a little bit better for the Ozeki there. Koto Shoho, that's the guy that won the last tournament. He's at 2-7, not doing so well this tournament. He lost to the Yokozuna. Hoshuro, the only unbeaten wrestler left. So Hoshuro moves to 9-0, and Onosato beats Waka Motohura, and Onosato moves to 8-1. So it's definitely looking like a collision course for Hoshuro and Onosato. But let's have a look at the bouts of today. Some of them are already on because, of course, in Japan, you're a little bit further ahead in the day than we are. I would just say Takayasu taking on Gonayama. Gonayama 0-9, also not looking good. Who else? Hakoyo and Oneshiki, that should be a nice one with 6-3 and 7-2 their records. Wata Takakake will take on Horodomi, both at 5-4. Kota Sakura will take on Kirashima, another good bout. And then you have your two Yokozunas. Onosato will take on Koto Shoho, the guy that won the last tournament. Let's see if Onosato can give him another defeat. And Wakamoto Hura takes on Oshuro. That should be a good bout. That could be a tough one. Wouldn't it be great if the last bout between the two Yokozunas decide who wins the tournament? It's kind of heading in that way. So that is your sumo for today. Then we move on to football. Our last topic of the day, again, football. We'll talk about other stuff then. There you go. Mr. Ousmane Dembele of Paris Saint-Germain deservedly won the Ballon d'Or. A lot of people thought it was going to be Yamil Yamal, but what did he do? No. It's Mr. Dembele. He won it. Great achievement for him. At least there's no bloody Ronaldo or Messi winning it. That was like they had a abonnement on that. There you go. Then, as I promised, it is Table Tuesday, so we're going to go through all the tables quickly. There's your Premier League table. If you're missing your team, it's because they're not good. Like Manchester United, they're 11th. I only do the top half of the table. I don't do mediocrity. So, Liverpool, unbeaten, perfect record. Arsenal and... You see, when I say the word Arsenal, it chokes me up. Liverpool in top. Arsenal, Tottenham and Bournemouth follow with 10 points each. Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Sunderland, Fulham, Man City and Everton. Everton on 7. Then at the bottom of that you would have Man U. So, between the second team in the league and the 13th team in the league, 3 points. So it's quite tight there. The only team that's a little bit the outlier is Liverpool on top. Then we move into the Spanish league. Jawohl. That is the, as I call the Paella League. Real Madrid on top, also a perfect record ahead of Barcelona, Villarreal, Espanyol, LK, Real Betis, Athletic Club Bilbao. Check out where your team is. If anybody's looking where Atletico Madrid is, they're not in the top half of the table this year. What is wrong, Diego Simeone? Then we move to the Pasta League, also known as the Serie A or the Italian League. And another perfect team up there, Naples. Of course, they are top there. They got half of Man United playing for them with Scooby-Doo and Rasmus Højlund. So they're on top. They're followed by the big boys, Juventus, Milan, Roma in 4th, Atalanta, and Inter in 10th at the moment. Inter got a little bit of catching up to do. Then we move to the Bundesliga, the Boom Boom Bundesliga. And of course, Bayern on top, perfect. But followed by Dortmund and Leipzig. So that's looking interesting. Can any of these teams, Dortmund, Leipzig, Köln, St. Pauli, Frankfurt, can any of them challenge Bayern? Freiburg in 7th, that should be interesting for Vern and for Ryan. They are 7th in the Bundesliga because they are going to be facing Ryan's FC Basel on Wednesday night, live on this channel. Then we move into the Baguette League, also known as the French League, and Monaco, as Vern would say, Monaco and Paris Saint-Germain and Lyon and Strasbourg, all on the same amount of points on top of the table. Yeah, there was a surprise defeat last night for Monaco, for Paris Saint-Germain. They lost to Marseille. So, maybe the French League could be a little bit more exciting this year. If Paris Saint-Germain doesn't walk away with it, that would be nice. Then we move to the Dutch League. And Feyenoord on top there, ahead of PSV and Ajax. The three big boys on top, as expected. Where are my favorite team? The Go Ahead Eagles are in 9th. So go ahead and do something good, Eagles. Then we move to the Turkish League. Yeah, there we go, all the way down to the Bosporus there. And Galatasaray, perfect, 6 games, 18 points. Where the other Istanbul teams, they're Fenerbahce, and if anybody's looking for Besiktas, where the hell is Besiktas? Not even in the top 10, so yeah. And I think all those teams have fired a lot of their coaches already. So interesting. And last but not least, we'll go into the Portuguese league. There you have Porto, perfect on top ahead of Sporting and Benfica. So you have your normal big three on top. Benfica with a game less. So if they win their game, could move up to within 2 points of Porto. Then what did I want to mention still? Yes, the rugby. Don't forget, we got our previews coming up today of the URC teams, the 4 South African teams, what we call the sneak peek of the Lions, the Bulls, the Sharks, and the Stormers. Today we're going to bring out the Stormers and the Lions. Tomorrow is coming out the Sharks and the Bulls. So that should be interesting. Don't forget, I'm just going to show you something that you guys normally don't get to see. This is our plan for the week. So this is just from Monday to Monday, so a 7-day plan. Check it out there. As you can see, we did the Detroit-Baltimore game yesterday. Then the sneak peek of the Lions. We have our Premier League predictions coming up later today. We have DEFCON Rugby again tomorrow. We have Freiburg against Basel in the UEFA Cup. We have more DEFCON Rugby on Thursday. We have the NFL as well, the Seahawks against the Cardinals. Then we have all 4 URC games. We have both Rugby Championship games. Trying to put in the Women's Rugby World Cup as well. More NFL on the weekend, so lots to get into. It's just a little bit of a view for you guys to see what's all coming up. Just thought I'd do that for a change. I'll leave it out there. So that's kind of the morning show this morning. Lots of sports this weekend. A lot of motorsports coming up. We've got the Ryder coming up. The EuroLeague basket is starting up soon. There's so much going on, but we'll inform you on all of that. So you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe. Good morning, Marnus. Good morning. I'm waiting till Friday, Marnus. I'm waiting till Friday. Don't let me down on Friday. I'm telling you that. So you guys have a great day. Stay healthy. Yeah, well, you said you're late. You are late, my friend. That's why you don't know that we've already brought that. But I wish you all a wonderful morning, wonderful afternoon, or wonderful evening, depending where you are. And join us later today. It's at 1400, the Lions sneak peek for the URC will come out. At 1500, we're going to have the Premier League predictions. And then a little bit later, the Stormers sneak peek will come out. So join us for all that this afternoon or this evening. And sayonara, arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen, whatever, bye-bye, tot ziens. That's about where I go. So see you guys later.